Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to show you an experimental way to get a multi-currency converter within Matomo Analytics. So what does multi-currency converter means is the possibility in Matomo to see for, let's say, global companies, let's say the total turnover you performed of one specific currency, so let's say your main currency, taking into consideration that within your different websites, you are using different currencies. So the workaround that I found is to use the goal feature. So let's imagine that you have a configuration in which site number 1 is using euro currency, for example. Site number 2 is using the Chinese currency. Site number 3 is using Japanese currency. So you get 3 websites with different currency. And you would like to have a fourth website, let's say a roll-up, which is in fact gathering the value in US dollar. Okay. So the hack that I found is actually you could create a tag for each of your individual websites, and it could be a goal. And within this specific goal, what you could do is like you could assign it an ID. Okay. Based on this ID, you can add a goal revenue, which is optional, which will be a variable. The variable will be, for example, this one. So here I asked to ChatGPT to create it based on fixed value, but it can definitely be a call to an external API to grab the conversion rate of the day for a given currency. So here, the idea is to extract the value. So in my case, it will be like a constant price of 200 euro. But let's imagine that you get your e-commerce conversion tracking code. And in addition to this e-commerce tracking code, you add a goal, which will be this, which will transform the value, let's say the Japanese currency, into the USD. And if you do so if you execute in fact a goal for each of the website and that you create a roll-up, then in the overview goal report, you will see in fact the conversion of all the different goals that you performed. And as a result, you will get your total overall revenue listed here. So I clearly understand that this solution won't be perfect because let's imagine that you have an e-commerce website. Within this e-commerce website, you won't get the real value because this one will be based on the mixed up of all the different currency, which will be considered as dollars, whereas they are not. But within the goals, this part will be clean because you will get your total goals revenue, and that should do the trick. I'm recommending you to use goals here instead of events because events are not currency based, so you won't see the information displayed properly. But goals are, so typically if you go on all websites and if you look for the revenue part, you will see in fact over here the total one. So that may not be the perfect solution, but that should be suitable as a hack, as a cheap hack, waiting for the multi-currency value features to be developed for Matomo.